self in their own eyes. They boost themselves up. The so-called white man think he better than everybody because he got white skin. When in actuality his skin is what? Transparent. His skin ain't white, man. Alright? That's just a name he took under because the so-called white man, he goes in the words, man. Alright, he knows that word white goes into being pure without blemish and things of that nature. So he fancies himself that, man. Alright? So they live deliciously. How they live deliciously, man? While you niggas is in the hood working 9 to 5, man. Alright? They children enjoying what? Generational wealth, man. From the backs of our fucking forefathers, man. But niggas want to forget about that, man. Because the so-called white man got our people sleep, man. He got all these toys and trinkets. Man, go ahead. What you got?
How much she had?
Yeah, go ahead.
How much she had to glorify herself and live deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart.
Yeah, the scripture says so much sorrow and torment give her. Who's the her that the scripture talking about? America, man. And people gonna soon realize that, man. All right? They gonna get more strict. The police gonna be more strict. They gonna be more militarized. All right?
It says, I sit a queen and am no widow.
He sit a queen, man.
And shall see no sorrow.
Yeah, because if you ask a so-called white person, you think America army can be destroyed, they'll tell you no, man. All right? Because they don't think the American army can be destroyed. See, that's the thing. America ain't just fighting against one other nation. The scripture said in Isaiah, what's that, the 13th chapter, they talk about he mustereth the host and a multitude of the nations. You know what I'm talking about?
Which goes into the Lord. Basically, he controls everything, man. He controls both sides of the spectrum. He put it in Esau's minds to go to war with one another. All right, he fighting a battle that we don't have to fight because he got Esau going head up with another Edomite, man. Just like in the ancient where he had Ammon and Esau, and I believe it was Moab all go head up to where he fought that battle for us as well. So it's just, he used the foolish things of the world to confound those the wise, man. And it's foolishness for you to fight your own people, man. A house divided against itself can't stand. That's just in the scripture. So nonetheless, it says, for she said in her heart, which is the mind, I said a queen. You know about a queen, the root word in the late 13th century, it goes back to a harlot, or a prostitute, man, a hussy. Right. So nonetheless, this place is just that, man. It's a harlot. This place is known as Babylon the whore, man.
Because other nations run through this shit. Other nations come over here in America and get rich and take the money back to their country, man. All right? That's what they do. America ain't nothing but a whore, man. All right? They pay the government some money or whatever, and they come over here and get rich off their ass, man. Run through this bitch, run trains, and America ain't nothing but a slut, man.
That's right. And it
like
says,
your typical nigga woman, man.
Cause that's what it's going into. It says, I sit a queen, going like the brother was saying, like a harlot, and am no widow. Just like these women today, they never want to take the role of a widow. It's very rarely that you come across a woman that'll admit that I'm a widow and she's satisfied and content with that. Most of these women, they look at that like this is another opportunity. Though it's lawful in the scripture, that's why they fancy themselves. They are at the club, they set themselves as a queen, as a harlot, and am no widow, man. It says, and shall see no sorrow. But contrary to Isaiah the 47th chapter, man, it goes into that. In the 11th verse, I'll get it right quick. It says, Isaiah chapter 47 of the shop. Isaiah 47 verse 11. It says, therefore shall evil come upon, I'm going to start up a bit. I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly.
Yeah, who dwelleth carelessly, man?
Yeah.
Right. Hey, the people in America dwell carelessly, man. Because the scriptures say, deliciously. Hey, because people dwell carelessly in America. That's making fucking idiots, man.
It says, that says
these people, that's why the scripture said, man, that they need to be tailor-made. They need to be taken and destroyed. If he said the wicked is fitted for destruction or something, man, you got it. Select
fitted for destruction.
Yeah.
It says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, like we were just reading in Revelation 18th chapter, they live deliciously, man. It says that dwellest carelessly, dwell carelessly without walls. Okay, they live like this place could never be touched. It's known as a whore, but it's also known as a virgin, man, because there's never been any domestic real terror on this soil unless it was self-inflicted, like the Black Wall Street or something.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, who dwells carelessly in America, man? All right, so-called white people, man. They live in gated communities. All right, they have security guards watching their community.
Right.
And then if we come in there and ride through their neighborhood, it's a problem. Like we over there trying to kill somebody. And the majority of the school shootings and the violence that happen in America is done by so-called white men. So-called black men don't even do nothing like that, man. Raping women, home invasions and shit like that. The only time the so-called black man do something, we back in the corner. We don't got nothing. Cause this country, they said it's the land of opportunity, man. We don't got no opportunity here, man. According to the Bible, the scripture say what, man? That rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. All right? Cause this place is polluted. How did America get polluted? If you don't mind me asking.
Who?
How did America, the landmass America, get polluted?
Well, there are several answers to that.
Give me one.
One of them? Mankind, man.
But no, it's a specific, because you know,
I can't be specific.
It's separations in mankind now, all right? In mankind, you had separations, okay? You have different tribes or different sects of people, if you will. In mankind, everybody just wasn't all one now, all right?
True.
Okay, so which people are the ones that did it then? So, because it's a specific people.
Europeans?
Okay, but it goes deeper than that, because Europeans, that's just like calling me an American. What is an American? American come from the name of what, man? What was the guy's name? Amerigo Vespucci. Which America is the Latin translation of Amerigo. All right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so...
It's a history lesson for me. Go ahead.
Right, but wait, but you was in... What's your nationality?
French Scotch.
But you was in the Marines, though. You're supposed to know about history.
25 years.
Yeah,
I served.
25 years.
I went in 1968. Did 2 tours in Vietnam.
Yeah. So how you feel
Not
about?
proud about it.
Now,
all,
you don't have to be proud. You just had to support your family, right?
I'm proud to be a Marine, though.
You had to support your family,
that's
right?
That's never going to change.
Yeah. Okay. But how do you feel about how America goes around terrorizing the other nations, the
I'm
world?
against it.
But how
man.
do they do it though? The elites, you know, it's a certain. Who is that dude name? What's this dude's name? Woodrow Wilson. Is he the president?
President, yeah.
What did he do though? What did Woodrow Wilson do in 1914?
Wilson.
Oh, he knows.
Tyrant. Wilson was a tyrant.
Yeah, but what did he do though? He signed over America's the money.
The money system.
Yeah,
I don't.
Oh, he don't know. He don't know now. He know he was a tyrant, but you don't know.
I know he did a lot.
You know his repertoire.
Yeah, he knows he was a bad.
You a college grad?
Yes, he is.
Then so he knows his repertoire. Then why is he scared to speak about it then?
I don't know the details of it.
The truth is
he
the
doesn't know
truth.
details.
This is the gold and silver standard.
Yeah, look, I got it right here.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, but what did he do with the money? He gave it over. He said.
Federal Reserve. Yeah.
Oh.
See, that's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Hold on. Wait. Let's get Lily. You hear where he's going now? You know, hey, that's the spirit, man. Right. So what did Woodrow Wilson say? He made a quote, man. He made a quote.
That I don't know.
I'll read the quote for you, man. He made a quote. He said, "I am a most unhappy man. I have willingly ruined my country." It said this is what Woodrow Wilson said because what with the Federal Reserve Act, man, because it was a certain group of people that controlled the money.
Yep.
All right, and they go back to who? They go back to the Edomites, man. If y'all familiar with them, yeah, right. They go back to the Edomite. Wait, your father's Scottish?
My grandfather's Scottish and my
Scottish?
grandma both. And on my father's side, they're French.
French.
Scotch and
So what?
I'm not. I can't say like, when you say like African American, because
that's made up though. Like African American. Now this thing about it. I don't see how. Read the scripture real quick.
This Job 9:24.
Because I'm gonna say this. This what we doing. I see that you interested because this caught your attention right here.
Yeah,
right here. Okay,
yeah,
right. And this because this is spiritual sound right here. All right. This basically we out here waking up the 12 tribes of Israel, according to the Bible, which the scripture said that was gonna happen before the great day of the Heavenly Father. Get that Malachi 4 and 5. You got it. Right?
This is going back to the Woodrow Wilson statement. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Okay, so according to the Bible, according to the scriptures, are you a religious man? Are you Christian? Are you Catholic?
I'm
What?
I'm Christian.
Okay. So let me tell you what we reading out of. What?
Not into organized church, organized Christianity. I have been born. I'm not born. I was baptized Catholic, but I
But
deserted.
Catholics read out of King James Bible, right?
I deserted.
Yeah, because that's good you did.
Huh?
But the scripture said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who controls the earth? It goes back to those men that we was just talking about, where Woodrow Wilson made that statement.
That's a given.
But who controls it? Who controls the earth then? What nation of people is it then? If you can be honest, now this how you will know right here.
I don't think a nation of people control anything.
Yes.
I think God controls our destiny.
Okay, God does though, but God controls everything, but he let things play out on the earth through men. All right?
Sure, definitely.
Okay, so he has certain people to rule at certain time. It's part of history. You know about the Greeks, the Romans, all right, the Babylonians, the Europeans, all right. They was ruling that one, and God was around then, right? Was he not? I'm sure he's seen the movie with Charleston Heston. All right, Ten Commandments from from the 50s.
Yeah, that's an old movie.
Yeah, it's all, but see, that's the thing. People look at us and they think, because that's the thing, man. That's what's wrong with this society, man. Read the scripture.
Let me tell you something, though.
Hold on. Let him say this right quick.
Let me tell you something first.
Listen.
Being an 18-year-old young man in a foreign country, and seeing.
Oh, wait, no. Now you
poverty.
say this. What happened to us when we came over here in slave ships? It was 18-year-old young men in a foreign country.
Exactly.
Was it not? So this is wicked. Man, read the scripture.
This right quick.
Look, this is what we talking about. America about to be destroyed, and if your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob according to the Bible, then you going into slavery according to the Bible. All right, that's what we out here preaching. We saying that America.
All right there, yeah.
These are proverbs and bywords. These are part of the curses that we under. All right, according to Deuteronomy 28th chapter.
Just
all right,
studied it, but knew it.
Okay, read the scripture.
I'm gonna start up. Pay very close attention. This is Romans 9:19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
Right, it was the will of the Heavenly Father for the Israelites to go off, man. It was his will.
I believe it.
It was his will for someone to be the wicked and also control this earth. As it goes on to say, verse 20. Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Going into what I was just talking about, man.
Yeah.
The Lord has a people that he hates on this earth that's fucking this earth up. We're trying to have you draw it out.
Let me
You're in his heart.
He can't.
expand on what I had to say about being a young man at 18.
What did you get from what I just read? What did you get from what I just read?
I agree.
What did you
agree
get
because
from
I was used as I'm not a slave.
That's not what
I
was going
volunteered.
into.
No.
The potter.
No, if you
I voluntarily
look,
went in the Marine Corps.
Henry Kissinger, you know who Henry Kissinger is, right?
He's an asshole.
No, okay, and you're right.
How
But
about
you was in the war hole.
Nixon can.
Yeah, but you fought for them. But you fought for them. Why?
I went in when President Johnson was the president.
They all wicked
We were
though.
supposed to be. I know they are. You
So that's what we
choir,
said, man.
man. I hate them all.
This is dang.
It's all bull crap.
That's what you said.
So they pulled the wool over your eyes. That was Esau. What does the scripture say? The nation covering the
I'm sure you see that movie Full Metal Jacket, right?
Yeah, the whole
Talk
earth.
about
That's what I was
movies.
thinking of.
See the movie Full Metal Jacket ever?
What's it?
Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when I went in, 1968.
The Army movie.
Marine Corps.
You ain't
Aren't really Marines yet. ARMY. Aren't really, no. But the thing about it is, like, I was duped in the belief that communism was going to take over the world.
From what, China?
No, China.
Yeah, because this is what America do. This a part of their
I
media.
know that.
No, look,
That's why
that's
I
what they do.
stopped by.
They make the other nations look back. What they did with, what's his name? Gaddafi. All right, who else? Saddam Hussein. Well, but majority of those leaders over there, Fidel Castro. This is what America does, man, because the people who control America goes back to who? The people that Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act to, which he knows about, which y'all should go and do some research on it. Listen, because you don't know it. You just said you don't know about history, right? I'm gonna give you
a lot about history. But
history.
Not only
a quick crash course.
No, like I'll give you a crash
Read the
course.
scripture.
I've been
Zephaniah
suppressed.
1 verse 14. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly.
The day of the Lord. Wait, what's